Hi everybody, I posted a video last week about the gear that I'm taking on my 5-day Arkansas trip coming up in a couple of weeks, and I wanted to do a deeper dive into what is in my food bag. So I'm going to talk about all the food that I pack for a 5-day backpacking trip. So let me open up what's in the bag and show you what I plan to bring. So first I want to start off by saying I am going on a trip with a friend this time, and that makes it super convenient because we can share a lot of meals. The backpacking meals that are prepackaged are often for 2-serving size, and I'm sure if you're doing a through hike or something like that, eating a 2-serving meal works great. But for me, that's a lot of food, and I don't want to prepare it and then have to carry it once I can't finish the whole thing. So a lot of times, Shauna and I, Shauna's the person that I'm going with in a couple of weeks, will split the meals. So that being said, our first night we are going to be sharing this backpacker mac and cheese meal. This is one of my favorite backpackers pantry meals that they make. There's lots of different brands that come up with these types of meals that you just add boiling water to. There's Mountain House, there's Packet Gourmet, which I have a Packet Gourmet in here as well. I'm really trying to try different brands and different flavors and see which ones are my favorite. This is for night one. We're gonna split this, and it works out to be quite a bit of food for that dinner. For breakfast, I need to bring 5 different breakfasts, and typically I always bring oatmeal on my trips. They're easy, they're quick, they're a good source of energy, but I'm finding myself getting kind of bored with the same thing, so I'm trying to change up some of my breakfasts and again try out different options so that I have ideas in the future and I don't get bored. So a couple of different breakfasts that I'm going to bring this time. This is granola with some powdered milk, so that's going to be a breakfast on one day. This is my favorite oatmeal. It's got dehydrated pineapple and banana, and then what I do is I get those little single-serve coconut oils, and I put coconut oil in here and sprinkle it with coconut chips for the crunch and the texture, and this is just, I eat this at home sometimes. It's so good. I'm going with, it's going to be a little bit cooler on this trip, so we're going to pack out some cheeses, and so for a couple of mornings we're going to have bagels and cream cheese. And I'm not quite sure how this is going to work, but I had Shannon vacuum seal some bagels. I'm afraid that when we open them, they're just going to stay pretty flat, so we'll see how it goes. And it uses a lot of plastic, so I'm not sure that I'm keen on that, but this is all just an experiment this trip. So I have bagels and cream cheese. We're going to split that. I got the smallest tub of cream cheese I could find, and we're going to split that. And Sean is going to have a couple bagels. I'm going to have a couple of bagels, and then we'll split the cream cheese. This is an oatmeal that I'm trying this time. It's blueberry oatmeal, and what I did is I took blueberry muffins in here and dehydrated them, so it's kind of like a blueberry crouton that I'll add, as well as some dehydrated berries and maybe some walnuts. So that's another one of the breakfasts. Now I'm going to talk to you about what I'm packing for lunch. Other thing that I forgot to mention about breakfast that I am bringing this time is some dehydrated bacon jerky, just to add a little protein and substance to those high carby breakfasts. So I also have some bacon jerky to add in. So lunch, again, Shauna and I are going to be sharing a couple of things, and one of those is this thing of salami. This seems like a lot, and I'm kind of debating whether I should cut it in half, because I don't know that both of us can eat all this in one trip. So I think I'll probably cut this down to half. I also have some of those little Bay Bell cheeses and crackers. So that's going to be lunch for one day: crackers, salami, and cheese. We're also sharing some peanut butter. We have peanut butter, and I will put that with either some tortillas or some sandwich thins, as well as I have some jelly and honey. So peanut butter and honey, peanut butter and jelly on either tortilla or a sandwich thin. Another thing I combine with the sandwich thin or a tortilla are some of these tuna creations. This one's the hot buffalo flavor. I like to just also, and I don't know where it is in my stack here, I'll probably find it in a minute, pack out a little single serve ranch, a serving of ranch dressing, and I'll throw that in there as well. sometimes, I'm not going to do it on this trip, but sometimes for that first day or two, I'll pack out some little baby carrots, and I'll have that with the ranch, whatever's left over of that ranch dressing, just because sometimes it's really nice to have real food instead of all this prepackaged dehydrated stuff. So I'll bring that, and I'll usually eat it the first day because it is heavier, so I'll try to eat it right away so my pack gets lighter as I go. But that's basically it for lunch. So let's talk about what I'm bringing for dinner. Nor pasta side taco, it's a Spanish taco rice, and then I have dehydrated hamburger that Shannon dehydrated for me here at home. I'll add that to this. Put it with a tortilla, and then I have a couple of Taco Bell mild sauce. So that'll be one dinner. Then I have a Packet Gourmet Texas Fair chili. I've never tried this one before, but it's got great reviews. So typically it's not the best idea to try it for the first time on a trail. So what I might do is save this for the last night, just in case it upsets my stomach or something like that. But I've heard really great things about this, and I wanted to give it a try. So we're gonna try this Packet Gourmet Texas State Fair chili for one night. One night we have what I call a Thanksgiving meal. So I have stuffing and craisins in this bag. I don't have any turkey, so what we use is chicken, a packet of chicken, some turkey gravy, mashed potatoes, and powdered milk. So put all that together, fix it, and it's like you're eating a little Thanksgiving meal. So that's actually one of my favorite dinners on trail. Then I have this teriyaki noodle, and what we'll do with that is put some of that peanut butter in there, so we have kind of a pad thai. We made spaghetti at home and have been really kind of practicing dehydrating different meals. So again, Shannon can send me things while I'm on trail when I hit the Appalachian Trail, and one of them is spaghetti. So I have a spaghetti dehydrated meal from home. So that's the other dinner that I have. I think that covers it. So the next thing I wanted to talk about is snacks and drink mixes. So the way I pack all of this stuff in my food bag is in one Ziploc, I have all the meals that are gonna be cooked. So that's breakfast and dinner. I usually cook breakfast and dinner, meaning I have to get out my alcohol stove and prepare it with boiling water. In another bag, I'll have lunches and snacks, and I usually try to keep those more toward the top of my pack so I can have access to it throughout the day. And snacks maybe on my hip belt so I can grab them as I'm walking. But in one bag, I'll have the breakfast and dinners, and then the other one I have lunch and snacks. So in my lunch and snacks bag, we've already talked about lunches, but some of the things I carry for snacks, I have fruit snacks, I have little Nutter Butters, I have trail mix. Oh, here's my ranch dressing. Trail mix, little peanut butter packs. Those I use more for the lunches, like I said before. Lara bars. Another favorite snack for backpacking, right, is Snickers. I also have some Cheez-It crackers for something salty. And then I also have some leftover granola from the breakfast mix that I made, that I showed you earlier, the granola with the powdered milk. So I have some of that left over as well. So those are some of the basic snacks that I'm going to be carrying that will be packaged with my lunches in this bag. Drinks are the next thing that I have to consider because I'm not going anywhere without coffee. So I've tried lots of different coffees on trail. This is my favorite, Alpine Start. The which flavor is this? I think it's coffee blended with non-dairy coconut creamer. These are expensive. I don't even know what they cost. I can't remember what they cost, but they're expensive, so they're kind of a treat for me. When I hit the Appalachian Trail, there's no way I can afford to do this every morning. So I do like these Mount Hagen. They're not, I find the Starbucks via packets to be a little bitter. Shauna is really kind of perfecting her coffee game on trail, so she's going to be bringing some stuff on trail that maybe I can talk about later, that she's going to try some more fresh brew stuff, and so we'll see how that goes. But for now, I just use the packets, and they work for me. I also try to bring a couple of hot cocos. because in the evening when you're cold after dinner, sometimes I like to have a hot cocoa, and then sometimes I'll mix this with the coffee, and those are always good treats on trail as well. Lemonade mix for, you know, during the day. For the most part, I'll drink water, but it's nice to kind of mix it up and have a treat like a lemonade. And I keep those all in a little quart Ziploc bag. All these bags go into my food bag, as well as my spork that I bring, my cook pot. So my cook pot right here, I'll go more into detail about my cook setup in another video, but for this trip I'm going to be trying out my new alcohol stove, which I'm pretty excited about. But that's everything that is in my food bag, which, like I said in my last video, I call my kitchen. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.